What's happening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's Wednesday, Hump Day.
Ah,
Yeah, Hump Day. Which means it is time for your weekly Politique Wicked Win Sport Tea. I am your host, your guy, your OG, Mr. White, aka the AAU Slapper,
ah,
and that guy over there,
I'm his nephew, Young Knight.
the toasted tan Michelin tire man.
What?
Young, young Knight.
Ah,
Hey, oh man. Opening thoughts, man. I just, some of you guys out here in football land, some of you guys' definition of what a leader is a little warped.
ah,
I, just a little warped. Some of you guys with your definition of, you know what I'm saying, you know, a warrior, a homie that you're gonna go get and jump in the foxhole with. Y'all kind of whoop. Y'all definition is a little different. Cause I mean, y'all boy out here, boy, he jumping off there in Anthony Richardson territory, man. I'm just saying. I be looking at my quarterback a little sideways. Crunch time, then 4th and 3. You don't even limp off the field. You have that jog off the field, and he go sit down there and holler about, I got cramps. You got menstrual cramps.
coward shit. Okay?
I'm a little confused as what I'm saying. What leader standards are nowadays.
I'm a
You know what I'm saying? I'm just, I mean, first y'all say he's elite. That get proven false. And y'all say he is the Baltimore Ravens. He's the leader of the team. He's the highest paid player on the team. How is it that the highest paid player on the team, walks off the field, in crunch time on 4th and 3 on the first down that y'all sorely needed, and we can go put it on yeah, look cramping. You had timeouts, could call timeout, had somebody, put some tape on that thing, tighten it up, ball it up, gas on out there. It wouldn't took nothing to go out there and either hand it off to King Henry or play action, bootleg, you know what I'm saying? So to the effect, I'm just trying to understand what y'all definition of leader is. What y'all definition of, being clutch and crunch time is. I mean, you got to be on the field to remotely attempt something clutch in crunch time. You know, not sitting over there watching team punt the ball when y'all need the ball, and you give the ball back to a guy that's been slicing and dicing y'all at the whole 4th quarter. I don't know. But I was just, I just the first thought. I just, you know what I'm saying. I'm just, I always thought the leader, especially from the quarterback position, you know what I'm saying, would do whatever. I done seen guys play with a whole fractured ankle, in the quarter. Have his guards, you know what I'm saying, pick him up and carry him down to the next first down marker. I'm just, I done seen quarterbacks play with a separated shoulder. You you know, uh,
Brian Todd.
just saying, you know, I'm just saying, Matthew Stafford with a whole separated shoulder, and went back out there and made it do what it do. I'm just saying, Joe Montana had 2 cracked ribs in the game. You
Oh,
know,
shit.
I'm just trying to understand.
Hey,
You know, I'm just trying to understand what y'all definition of leader in crunch time, clutch time, fourth quarter where you earn your money at is. I've been getting a whole lot of blaming on Henry, blaming on the defense, but
you know what, OG? I'm gonna give
but
you.
he the highest paid player on the team, right? I'm just saying that what y'all just say to me all the time. You know what I'm saying? When Matt Ryan was playing, I'm just saying he make all the money, so he responsible for everything. So how does that not qualify for Lamar Jackson?
So I'm gonna use an example for that. So I don't know if 4 years ago, Brady had a fracture. His ass still. So at the doctor for the last 5 years, he just a cramp now. Now y'all using that as an excuse. Y'all didn't miss me with that. I ain't.
I was just a little bit confused. I was just, you know, trying to understand,
Oh,
um,
sports
you
tea.
know, now, nominees for this week sports team dummy of the week. Obviously Lamar Jackson. Look, what's your boy over there in Philadelphia? Spitting boy.
Carter.
Yeah, Jalen Carter. Uh, uh, and um, and then our other nominee.
Is that who I? Oh, your number one fan.
No, not that, not him.
Oh,
Yeah,
Celebrated Divine with a beard.
I'm almost what did Kev say in the chat? You can't unpull that skirt down. You can't pull that skirt down. No, you ain't. You don't get to do that.
Oh, no.
You can't put no honey on it. You can't put no syrup on it. You can't put no jelly. You can't put no sugar on. No, you cannot. No, you don't get to do that. No. With all the cash ass shit you was talking about, that man. No, you don't get to slide no slick compliment in there and then try to glaze it over. I haven't been critical, but hey, he look no, no, sir, sir, no, sir. You don't get to do that. No.
Let me ask. I'm gonna ask y'all this. So it's amazing that when Kyle Pitts was playing last year, he played a good game last year. Right? All of a sudden, game, Kyle Pitts had a good game. Gotta give him his props. So I told you, this ain't no.
Nope. So we kind of sort of have a 3-horse race right there. Lamar Jackson, Jalen Carter, and Loretta Devine with a beard.
Don't forget J.R. Crickets.
I'm not even gonna give that garden on any attention. Because you know what I'm saying, he hard punk Kool-Aid too. Yeah. Guess the Mr. and Mrs. Styles is not coming through today, so we're gonna slide past Ray's report. Mr. Jackson, aka Franchise, how you doing?
Who
Hey!
that is? I don't know who that is.
Hey!
What's going on?
No merch, man. Merch, man. Just chopping it up a little bit. Yeah, I was just about to mention that too. ATL. Yeah, y'all, everybody keep that man Charlie Kirk in your prayers, man. He caught one in an incident, um,
Yeah.
in a shooting. Um, I don't know how many he caught, but he caught one. So he's he's in critical condition. Let just keep throw your prayers up for that young man.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy out there. It's crazy out there. You know, things like that going on. What up, E? What's good? What? Oh man.
Happened.
ATL said he passed.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh man. Well, shout out to that family. Wow.
yeah. My condolences to the whole family.
Yeah, yeah. Those to that man family. Wow. Wow.
Hey, a message to that shooter. Fuck you.
Right,
Real talk.
right, right, right. Well, mm, damn.
Cell network.
Phew. Okay. Wow. Condolences to that family. And what he had, who we left behind, and and they got a road to toe. Wow. God's hands, man. God's hands. Um, it's Wednesday. Um, let's get into the Dirty Bird offense. Um, it, I, I, you know, I only had a problem with two plays that were called
Yeah.
um, from the offense end. Um, and I'm gonna give Tampa their due. They did a hell of a job against our run game. Um, but that run that was called late, that toss sweep, I just didn't understand that, and
I
it was
didn't like that.
and it was 31.
Why?
I didn't
Why?
I didn't understand that,
Why?
and I noticed for the better part of the day we really didn't run to the right.
Notice that.
I just, and I'm just like,
Why
come
not
on
run
now.
away from
Are
Dirty
we?
Bird?
We're basically telling everybody, okay, we feel some kind of, we feel like we can't run without Caleb over there.
Oh
Yeah.
You
shit.
know, I mean, for the better part of the game, I think we ran to the right once. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I really thought that we could have took a shot up the middle. Um, it was late, you know what I'm saying, and I, seeing some of them linemen kind of, second wind a little bit. I thought maybe it should have been a shot up the middle. You know what I'm saying, on that particular play call. But other than that, I really didn't have a problem with the play calling because I know, it's a process. Zach got to find his own rhythm.
He does.
It ain't no that Zach got to find his own rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know,
Yeah, I
I
got
mean, he called some pretty good. There was some pretty good calls. And some pretty good plays made. Um, I mean, a lot of people are kind of sort of bungee jumping a little bit off the cliff on this thing. You know, I mean, but honestly, I think this game was lost on 9 plays, and that was the 4 missed sacks and the 5 drop interceptions. That, that
Thank you.
that's just that's just me.
Bingo. That's
That's
it.
just me.
That-
You know what I'm
That's it.
saying? But that's why I think the game was lost at.
Yep.
Because we're with the 5 drop picks, we're talking about 5 extra possessions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all heard what I said yesterday as far as, what I'm saying, all the knick-knacking and crying about the sacks. I thought it was a bigger deal of the drop picks than it was. I mean, you were getting pressure. We was getting to the quarterback. You had quarterback hits. We was disruptive in the backfield. We just didn't close on the sacks. But even a bigger deal was on the back end, the 5 drop picks. That's putting the ball back in the offensive hand, you know what I'm saying? Putting the offense back in rhythm, you know what I'm saying, and getting them back going. I'm just saying, game changing moments. Game changing moments. But I mean, but what I'm saying. But I really didn't have a problem with what Zach was doing. Um, there were some matchups we saw, KP, what I'm saying, getting it in. Casey, he got his hands on some. There was some I felt like it was a couple that he had, that went through his hands. I felt like he should have had. Well, one, and then the other one. I mean, that was just the degree of
That was a
difficulty
good
on
hit.
that one.
That was a great hit. You can't
Yeah,
complain about that.
yeah. That I was just gonna say that was just a great defensive play on that one.
Right.
But we're getting to see a lot of what we got to see a lot of what 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 I'm saying Penix is made of. Um, as chaotic as it was around his feet, he was poised. He wasn't hippity hop. He didn't get the patty feet. You know what I'm saying? He ran when he needed to. Um, he made some great throws. He made some great throws. You know, um, I felt like we could have and should have ran a little bit more than what we did. um, but I get it. The flow in the flow of things, you kind of sort of go with what is consistently working, what is getting results, if you will, and you know MPJ getting that now and making them throws. You know, we got Bijan out in space a couple of times. One big one for the touchdown. Um, I mean that's our weapon's weapon.
Good drop of the pass too.
Bijan in space with anybody is a mismatch. you know, um, you know what I'm saying. So I just rolling your film check. In back. What's your thought on how the game was called by Zach Robinson franchise?
I mean, he had some questionable calls here and there. Uh, that play that you called out earlier, you running the top sweep on 3rd and 1. I don't know why you're calling that. We didn't really, like you pointed out, we didn't really run to the right side when I think what's the name who filled in. He's a more than capable running running tackle. So
Yeah,
I
Elijah
don't.
Wilson.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you don't trust Elijah to run block more than what you. So I mean, there were a lot of drop passes. Um, there were a couple of drop passes on the outside with Bijan. Um, Drake dropped a couple of them. Casey. So I mean, if we will just execute what it's called, it doesn't look as bad. Um, that's just on offense. I mean, and then if we just, I feel like we shouldn't have run straight at Vita Vea. That's not the right way the game plan for him. And especially with him nursing a foot injury, you force him to move, to maneuver around. You don't run straight at him. You, I would like for us to, run to the right side or or out the backyard. But for us to run straight at Vita Vea for majority of the game, it showed we didn't have any rhythm running the ball at all.
Well, I don't think we were conservative, Hannibal. I don't think we were conservative at all. I don't think he was conservative. He just maybe didn't run the ball as much as I thought he should have. Um, MPJ took a lot of chances. He did. He took a lot of chances on some. I don't think I didn't think his play calling was conservative at all. Unless you mean something like running maybe some trickeration, saying end arounds or some shit like that, some things like that. But I I don't think it was conservative.
Yeah.
Because we threw the ball a whole hell of a lot more than we ran the ball. I'm just saying. You know, um, And Jaden, what was your thoughts on Zach Robinson's calling the game?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. One of my pet peeves that I noticed talking about screen. And can you agree? The screenplays were kind of getting, annoying a little bit, falling for it. But like I said, I was watching Mike. A lot of Zach's play calling was confusing. That could put input in it, but that's that's all I got. A lot of folks getting you know what? Never mind. You got it on D. Go ahead.
D Coleman, I mean, you got a lot of the fantasy prostitutes out there that in their feelings. Bijan didn't touch the ball in the run game as many times as he needed by their standards that he needed to. Um, you know, and we didn't run the ball as much as I thought that we were going to run the ball. I think that Zach was going with what Penix was doing. I mean, he was making some throws, he was making some plays. Yeah, Hannibal. I mean, I mean that's what you feel, bro. Okay. It's just we threw the ball a lot more than we ran the ball, and I just don't call that conservative. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
What
unless unless your reason for calling it conservative is because we didn't throw a 80-yard pass every other play. Then okay.
okay, let's break it. Let's break it down. I want everybody to understand. Okay, the reason why we didn't go down the field as much. It's because we were missing a major piece in our offense. Darnell Mooney did not play. What does Darnell Mooney do?
Take top off defense.
Now, who replaced him in our offense? Casey
Okay.
Washington. He is not a deep threat.
He made some catches, true, but I mean, he's not the speedy threat that Darnell is.
So you're gonna have, when you're missing a key piece in your offense, you're going to have to change your game plan to cater to what you have. That's just it.
HS, I wonder why we didn't have Caden Ellis in the middle, Brian Baker. Because Diablo is our middle guy, is our green helmet guy. I mean, look, Baker is gonna do that. He's gonna slip out the back door on you once or twice. Okay. And on that, and then on both of those, I mean, the it was what it was. I'm not gonna. That was Baker being Baker. When he does be Baker, you know what I'm saying, in a game, that he will slip out the back door on you, you know, and make those 10, 15 yard little scrambles. It is what it is on that particular, you know what I'm saying, aspect. But if you go back and look at it, most times out of many, we had the pocket collapsing on him. He made some errant throw. We made him throw errant passes. Okay, you know what I'm saying. I mean, everybody is you know, okay. We got to him. We just didn't get home. We should have had 4 sacks. All right. But like I said, we got pressure. There were some hits on him. You know, we were disrupting, you know what I'm saying? Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The man was 16 of 37 for 168 yards. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He's 16 to 37.
Now let it sink in. This is for a team that was top 5 in offense last year.
Mm-hmm.
Let that sink in. They had 260 yards to offense altogether. Okay.
You know, I'm just saying. You know, 16 of 37. It was that was 21 incomplete passes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, okay, if those drop interceptions are not dropped, we're talking about 5 turnovers.
That we get the turnout.
We're talking about 5 turnovers. You know, I'm just saying. You know, everybody out here and wiggling and waggling and crying about these sacks. You know what I'm saying, not being made, but them 5 drop picks. You know, and we ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, some shit in a crowd. We talking about literally in hands on the numbers drop picks.
Right here. Right here.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? That would have been game changers in this game. We talking about 5 potential should have been actual turnovers, which I feel is what was the difference in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not absolving Koo of missing going wide right. I'm not, because I got PSTTT motherfucking D from last season with the 9 kicks he missed last year. Okay, I mean, but you know, you cannot look over as good of a job that back end did do. And them 5 drop picks stick out like a sore fucking thumb. more than anything. And everybody around here crying about sex. Everybody around here, the play calling wasn't exciting enough. Well, a lot of shit wasn't exciting because them damn picks weren't caught.
Exactly.
Just saying, man. D come, you stupid. You stupid.
Excited white.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Like I said on yesterday, as far as JJ goes, I saw some things in that game that I think that we could take advantage of.
Oh yes.
Okay, he does not throw a good back shoulder ball. They are ripe for the picking. Number one. Number two, if we get the same kind of pressure on him that we got on Baker, I think that there can be some knocking the ball out of his hand type of thing, possibly even get to him. You know, just saying.
Wow.
Michael Penix was 12th in the league in deep pass attempts. He far exceeded that his rookie year. Yes, they threw a lot. That's not what separates Penix. His deep balls. Tomato.
What are you talking about?
Tomato. The man threw for what? What did he have? 300?
He almost had 300.
What was it? 294? Wasn't it like something like that?
Yeah. It was like
Okay.
298, I believe.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm just, like I said, you looking for us to be, what I'm saying, throwing an 80-yard bomb every other pass thrown. Right? So I guess if he ain't doing that, then that's being conservative. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
But
I mean, look. I'm trying not to have a Madden rant right now because that's what this sounds like. That's what this sounds like because we ain't got him throwing an 80-yard bomb every other pass that he throws. So
Damn.
the play calling looks conservative to
How
what I'm
can
saying.
you do that when you don't have?
You said
I
how you
don't understand.
say?
I don't understand that. How
What'd you say?
can you do that if you don't have the guy that you do that with? I don't understand this.
I mean,
What?
I'm just, what I'm saying.
Are we speaking another language, Sam? I mean, I don't.
Like I said, I don't feel like the play calling was conservative. Like I said, we threw the ball a whole lot more than we ran the ball. We completed a lot of passes. You know, didn't turn the ball over. He did take some shots. But I just okay. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You can't.
Float your boat, I guess. I mean,
I'm just saying. I mean, there were some good balls were thrown and caught. I mean, everybody has their interpretation or perception of certain things.
Hey,
Deep plays and whatnot. Downfield plays and whatnot. Conservative or aggressive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I don't get. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, okay.
hey, Ant. Remember, bro. Not our job. It's not our job to understand stupid.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying.
D. Coleman said, "I like coming
That's
out of the
funny.
draft, but at the end of the day, driving pace is."
No, you know what I meant.
I ain't even gonna do it. See, You know what?
I told you this
I
fan
could
base.
say the same thing about certain people on X. I'm gonna leave that.
No, we ain't
I
doing
mean,
that.
look, there's a perception. I mean, I thought we were aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Considering we threw more than we ran, and he did take some shots. You know, but I guess if again, tomato, everybody's perception or definition is different. You know what I'm saying? Your expectation as is a little different from mine. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You
Mhm.
know, yeah, yeah, yeah,
OG, I told you. I told you. I told you. They don't want these
it's,
passes like they do on Madden. I keep trying to tell y'all this.
no, I'm not uptight about it. I'm just I'm explaining your perception. You know what I'm saying, of it as opposed to mine.
Right.
You know,
No, I'm gonna
it,
tell you the problem with this is I don't understand why are you expecting my dependents to just throw the Hail Mary up. It ain't gonna happen. I told you. I told y'all. I told him this. I told you the bread and butter for this team. We don't pound and rock. Then we don't throw some passes. I mean, what part did they not understand, dog?
well,
Can you help me understand that?
That's above my pay grade. I don't get paid enough to force people
Just-
to understand
I'm
the
not
the
understanding.
perception of football. I can't.
yeah, we brought in one, two other. We brought in two kickers this week, or one? Was it two? Did we bring in two? Did we bring in the
No,
guy from San Francisco?
no, we didn't bring the guy in from San
Oh, okay.
Francisco. He just got released.
Uh-huh.
Talking about
Then we
Moody.
brought in another guy to the practice squad.
Yeah, we brought in another a kicker. We signed a kicker to the practice squad. I thought maybe because I was kind of sort of I was moving around. I was doing some other things and I was skimming, and I thought maybe I saw that we done brought Moody in too. But
We also worked out
um,
Zane Gonzalez. We worked him out.
this cool. I'm just I'm really at a stain of frustration. With Cool. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because this is crazy. 45 and you wide right, almost 5 yards to the right.
And one of them kids, he doinked that shit in and it went in there.
Yeah, yeah,
He doinked that motherfucker in there.
yeah. I'm talking about it was the luck of the doink on the one that he did make. I'm just
Literally, yeah.
So I'm at this point I would have been looking for some of the immediate. It would have been pink slip and change it up. That's just where I'm at with Cool right now. I
I got.
you know
I'm finna touch this. So I know I had to work Sunday. I didn't get to watch the game. I'm over here watching the highlights. So they showing a clip when Cool made a kick when it was 17-13. All this motherfucker did was shake his head because he knew that shit barely went in. That shit doink and went in. He like, yeah. He just shook his fucking head. His confidence is out the window, man. He's lost confidence in that leg. I'm
That's
telling you.
all mental.
I don't understand. I'm just.
You got one
Well,
fucking
it's not. I
job.
don't understand. It's just. I
Oh,
don't. I don't have. I don't have. I don't have that automatic feeling when he comes on the field now.
I don't either.
Them 9 minutes from last season, and then you come out here week one with a chance to tie the game up, to send us to OT, you know, and just apparently it wasn't as big of a sprain um as most people was making it out to be. Um, but Drake was in practice today. And Mooney was in practice today. So that's a big sign, you know what I'm saying, turning the corner going into next week, headed. It is all signs point to them both dressing and being on the plane to Minnesota.
Hitman, boy,
You know,
your boy Hitman helped. Yeah, practice too.
yeah, Hitman as well. Yeah, that's another.
Is it possible
Um,
we can see some packages on Sunday?
I mean,
Possible?
we're going to see a lot of things on Sunday.
I
So what
think we missing him on special
so what
teams.
you're saying is Jeff Ober don't be in his bag, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What the hell?
Um,
I ain't never
90% the rest of the season. I ain't even gonna be fully confident in them again. You show you got that bullshit in you. You liable to nut up again. That's my feeling. That's my feeling. ATL, you on that bullshit. you on
Hey,
that,
hell
yo.
you on
no,
that
no,
bullshit.
no.
You on that bullshit.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Not rush hour, bro.
No.
Not rush hour.
Boy, Wish I was a fucking classic. Boy, that shit, oh my God.
Yeah, he did that.
He
Who,
did that.
who don't
Ghost said Raheem had a phony kicking competition. He been had his mind made up
who
that Cool is started kicking. Yeah, I kind of felt that, you know what I'm saying? I felt that too. Yeah, yeah. I think that's the all around feeling around the city because I mean I was on the train this morning and I'm telling you some if Cool had been seen he might would have came up missing.
shit that man
he
that,
he might he might would have came up missing.
so
You
what
know.
saying that he might have just shit got shot or something.
Yeah. He probably would have got a break up outside the head, or they probably would have stretched him out and broke both his legs. They talking grease about Cool right now in the streets. They talking grease about Cool right now in these streets.
He getting that Kirk Cousins treatment.
You know, they talking grease.
Mm.
I can't.
Hey, long time.
I can't with you, man. Let's see. D. Kobe said, at least Rob finally talking different about Cool. It took a season of pain, but Rob finally putting his foot. Yeah. The coach that you can always tell when the coach is giving that coach rhetoric. But he had that frustrated tone in his voice when he was talking about Cool. You know, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, this is where you're gonna find. This is where you're gonna show some genuine, angst when it's the kicker. But you was up here last year, week 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Oh, well, Kirk Cousins gives us the best chance to win.
Boy, I want to go in there and smack the shit out of his for saying some shit like that.
Now you want to act like you mad about something now when it's the kicker.
So what you saying is, OG, he wants to stop being home. Is that what you saying?
Man, he gonna be Homer Simpson. You know what I'm saying? Until we come out of a season better than 8 and 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. That right there.
He talking
Yeah.
like motherfucker about to give me 5.
Yeah. That right there. That what he yeah. Yeah, he did. He did. He did.
So what you saying? Trying to be a coach for somebody homeboy. Is that what you saying?
You know, what was that? Let me see. Let me run it back. I'm gonna get to this comment back. I think it was who was it said it? Because a lot of people are not understanding how the deep, the defense, did get work. We were top 5 in what I'm saying, the league on getting pressure on Sunday with 40%. Everybody out there nagging and crabbing. If you look at the film, you see Pierce was winning most of his battles. You know what I'm saying? And Walker won when he was out there. That line it was getting it work again. They was disrupting the backfield. They was getting pressure. We was getting hands on Baker. You know what I'm saying? It's just the foresight that we could have and should have had. We didn't post a deal on. But let's see. Coleman said, too early to say if JJ gonna be good or bad. I saw both out of him Monday. He's young. Take advantage of that. Yeah, that was kind of what I was alluding to. Because I like I said, I saw some I saw some stuff in Minnesota play calling. Because I said shit, Jefferson was relatively quiet in that game.
Second half.
You know what I'm saying? He got the what was that what was it, the fourth quarter we had those 3 catches.
Yeah, they flipped the switch on that fourth quarter.
Well, Kevin O'Connell is one of those. He just like Kevin O'Connell is what you say. That Zach Robinson, Sean McVay. They all, Shanahan. They all in the same tree. When them motherfuckers start when they open their playbook up, shit.
And then we could if we I feel like based on what I saw from Minnesota's defense, we can run on them.
Oh, thanks. Yes.
We can run on them.
Yes.
We can.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Bucks Raised Boat?
Chicago was doing that the whole first half.
So what the hell was Ben Johnson doing in the second half?
Let's see. Some of the problems we had on Sunday are quick fixes. Wrapping up and catching the ball would fix a lot of problems. Facts.
Big man.
Facts.
I'm gonna need you to put that in bold letters next time.
Facts. Bucks Raised Boats, hats off to you.
Hey,
hats off to you.
Great game.
Hats off to you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all, when the next time we see Tampa again?
End of the season, ain't it?
I think it's like
yeah. I think we don't see them again until December.
Thursday night in Tampa Bay, and we'll be wearing those same jerseys that Kirk played at 509. So
I hope not.
No, we wearing the throwback jersey.
I don't want to have anything going on that reminds me of Kirk Cousins. Okay.
Listen, he ain't gonna play. You ain't that.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if that. No, we don't need to do nothing that involves his ass.
I think they already said we're gonna wear those jerseys.
Yeah, I know.
But we don't play them till December 11th.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, we we saw some things in the hookups. You know what I'm saying? With Penix to Pitts. We saw some good moments in that. Um, I think overall, I I give Penix a grade B for that game, B minus. Um, I think I think if he keeps a little bit more control once he gets out to the outside,
Yeah.
those throws can be a little bit better and more accurate.
Mhm.
Um, you know, just I mean, if you're nitpicking it, you know what I'm saying. Just from that standpoint, um, I think that again that from the overall perspective, we can run the ball, you know what I'm saying, more. But the season is a process, you know what I'm saying, and how Zach Robinson can create his own rhythm. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to establish the run a little bit better than what we did. Um, you know, now there is an established point. Again, Bijan against anybody in open field is an automatic mismatch. Okay, we know that. You know what I'm saying? That is understood. If that
Put a stamp on
and
that.
that 50-yard touchdown, it shined a bright light on that shit.
Nasty.
Okay, that was just nasty work, and he wasn't even running full speed.
No, no.
That was the crazy part about it.
He was just gliding out there. I mean,
Mhm. And I'm gonna say this, man. I think getting Don.
D Coleman, you better not compare him to Fingernail Boy.
Why the?
No,
No.
we ain't doing that.
We're not doing that. We're not.
We ain't doing that. No, we ain't doing no comparison with Fingernail Polish Boy.
but
No,
you know what? I see what you're saying, D. Coleman, because in that first half, when they had Caleb Williams on the move, they had Minnesota's defense had no idea what they were doing at all.
uh-huh.
So I can see what you're saying. If we roll Penix out the pocket more and have him on the move, he might have more success in throwing the ball.
Now, just not. I'm like I said, all things point to uh, all things point to Mooney and Drake being on the plane to Minnesota. Deco said, "Whoa, I never said he's that motherfucker makes life
Right.
way too hard on
D
the
Coleman, we here, D Coleman. We here. I got you. I
yeah,
got you.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
even
yeah,
worry about it.
yeah. So I think all hands on deck. I think all these central weapons and options will be on the field Sunday night with Mooney, with Drake, with Ray, with Cal, with Casey. Um, but I think like I said, it's it's going to be just a situation where I believe that um, Zach is just he's figuring it out because you know I mean you know what you're getting from your MPJ, you know what I'm saying, in practice and what he's doing in practice. You just got to figure out how to translate that to, you know what I'm saying, onto the field on Sunday, you know what I'm saying, against live opponents. and as opposed to what they want to do to you, you know what I'm saying, or you really want to dictate what you want to do. And I think the best way and the easy way to do that is to get the run game going for us, you know, and against that Minnesota defense. You know, there are some things that we're going to be able to do. You know what I'm saying, against that Minnesota defense. I think we can get them in the flats. I think we can get them underneath. And I think if we run the ball efficiently, effectively enough, we can get, you know what I'm saying, on some play action and maybe some shots over the top. Coming up this week on Sunday night against these Vikings. What did you guys' expectations coming up against this Minnesota Viking team that's coming off this win off against the Chicago fingernail polish Bears?
I think if we, because I've seen some things in that first half that Chicago was doing
Right.
against Minnesota that we can capitalize on throughout the whole game. It's like you said, like you just said, if we can run the ball more effectively, then we could be more prolific throwing the ball the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
If we can capitalize more on mistakes that the other team makes on defense, we can give our offense more opportunity to score points. And then on special teams, we have to say, and you know, it's so funny that I'm saying this because on Friday nights I'll be preaching this to these young guys at high school. You have to stay in your gaps on kickoff coverage and in punt team. You have to stay in your gaps. That's how I forget what his name was, but that's how he got that long return because we got out of our zone, and that led to them getting points. And I don't care what anybody say. That was one of the determining factors in us losing that game. Was our special teams let us down. Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
Got to be better.
Yeah, I think yeah, when the opportunities are given, especially 5 of them are given, we got to make them count defensively. Special teams, we got the same thing. The opportunities are there. We got to make those kicks. We got to have that coverage in tow. You know what I'm saying? Just matter of factly, because yeah, that long punt, that long punt kind of, you know, it was just like, damn, really. Go said once again, Penix showed that when the game was on the line, he could get the team in position to have a chance. He's proven that situational pressure isn't a hindrance for him. Team Durag. Right. D. Coleman said Pitts is the key to this game, and he might be the key to the season. Again, linebacker Ivan Pace is 5'10". Kyle can abuse that man all day if we plan for it. That you know what? When you were saying that earlier, it didn't dawn on me. You know, I thought you were talking about another quarterback, but okay, you're talking about Minnesota's middle linebacker, which is the facts. That is a true fact. That Pace. Look, we could take advantage of Pace in two situations because he's going to end up in the flat on Bijan. And yeah, we already seen how that can go. You're gonna end up on somebody's highlight tape. But if that is a matchup that shows up on the plate, yeah, we definitely got to take advantage of that. Definitely.
Hey, Sam, he gonna end up on the milk carton.
Yeah,
Have you seen me lately?
yeah. You know, because Bijan be out here making folk look bad, man. That's you know, in close quarters be making them look bad. That's like really.
Yeah, he be playing in the phone booth, bro.
He can get you in the phone booth and still make you look bad. That's ugh.
Going black. What the hell is going on?
You know, I don't know what you over there. What you lost a donut?
No, damn it. My damn TV fucking up. Don't start that shit, Samuel.
What?
Damn.
You know,
I ain't
you sound like you was over there sweating. I don't know. You know.
I don't even eat sweets, bro. Y'all know this already.
Damn, hold on, Sam.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How you
Yeah.
sound like you sweating?
Shut the hell up, bro. Shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up. Come on, bro.
Well,
we done.
you know, he told me said Pace is a tree stump and he gonna be held in the trenches. I ain't trying to down him at all, but all I see is mismatch. You're right. You're right with saying he is, but he mess running out there in the flat in space with Bijan and I hope you leave. I hope you leaving girlfriend and kids at the crib. Just saying, just saying. You know, so I mean, and hell, for that matter, even in the hole, cause we like franchise just said, shit, even in the phone booth, Bijan can make you look bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Coach said if we give McCarthy the running lanes that we gave Baker, he's gonna have 60 yards rushing and the TD on the ground. We cannot allow that to happen. This is true. This is true. I mean, but if the disruption at the line of scrimmage in the backfield is on point, and you know what I'm saying, and we were disciplined enough to not let him, you know what I'm saying, get outside or flush up under the traffic, you know, to sift through the garbage and get loose. You know, we'll probably be all right. You know, yeah, and now that's you can look at it from that perspective.
Yeah.
You can look at it from that perspective. You know, because you got to remember that JJ ain't seen this defense.
No, he's a rookie.
That was Sam Donald. Wasn't that Sam Donald that was back there last year?
Yeah.
So JJ ain't seen this defense. So you know, we have to look at it from their perspective. You know, it's just a little bit. We didn't have a Braves report by Mrs. Style this week. I guess the Mr. and Mrs. was busy. But I plan on having a end of the season, definitely an end of the season conversation about our Bravos right here on the T and on the Swipe Network and Sports T Network. You know, definitely that would definitely happen. We're gonna get some Atlanta Dream WNBA talk in this gap too. with the playoffs getting ready to crank up, if not already crank up. I haven't been
Last regular season game is tonight.
okay. So it's tonight. So shoot, if you're a baitable franchise, we could do a little something tomorrow on OG Thursday Thunder. You know what I'm saying, with the Dream. If you know, that's if
I gotta check.
I mean, you know, have your people get in touch with my people. You know what I'm saying?
You
You know,
stupid.
you know. Oh man.
Y'all just don't leave. Y'all don't leave the youngster out like that. That's what we doing. That's what
Okay, if you ain't eating chicken and biscuits and you can show up, I mean, you
What?
know, it's all
I
good.
didn't. What the hell did I do? What the hell did I do with me being on the damn show?
You
I'm about to
know,
eat tonight. I'm about to eat some curry chicken and rice tonight. Shit.
D. Coleman said the
There you go.
Braves lost 18-2 Sunday, and Double A said Snit a Brave for life. They can get TF on. They can get the fuck on until the winter meetings. Yeah. I wasn't feeling that. I saw that in on a tweet. Yeah, I ain't no, I'm not feeling that. But
I had a
but
biscuit.
yeah, that the OG Thursday Thunder will be Atlanta Dream theme with the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Get started. It'll be a game recap. Um, maybe if I can get Truth in here. You know what I'm saying? That'll help too. He's a resident Dream guy. Um, you know, as well. That could be that conversation right there. As well. You guys got any other thoughts before we shut it down, shut it out?
Time for me to take the damn nap.
When is it not?
I'm just saying.
I work, man. I got a job.
You set yourself up for that one.
I got a damn job, Anthony. Shit, I'll be
Ain't nobody asked you if it was nap time, sir.
Look, lifting food and eating is not a job. I'm just saying that.
Sir.
Yeah. Yeah, ATL, exactly.
You ain't shit.
I was chicken and biscuits.
Yeah.
I only get biscuits from Popeyes, okay?
Mm-hmm. They probably know you. They probably on a first name basis with your ass.
Love my biscuits. Popeyes.
You
I don't
know,
ass bitch. Them shit's dry as hell.
you know. I'm just saying.
You know them bitches dry.
You would know, wouldn't you?
You damn right.
You the expert.
Mm-hmm.
Think on
Yeah.
On my health. Okay. That's
That why he turned the camera off. He looking like a glazed biscuit right now. Yeah.
glazed over.
Look at him. Look at them soup coolers, nice and shiny.
Get the fuck. Get the fuck.
Hey. Look at he goes there. I used to work at Sprouts. If you ever cleaned out a rotisserie oven, you never want a rotisserie chicken ever again.
I know the sounds.
Closing it out with Ghost. Offense can't miss a beating this one. Defense will need some turnovers, but I'm expecting them to get the JJ. Extremely tough matchup, but this is the NFL, and any game is winnable. Facts on top of facts.
Big facts.
You know, again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hit that like button for you, boy. And if you ain't tuned all the way in, hit that subscribe button for you, boy. You know what I'm saying? You know, get locked in the Mr. White Network. Hey, I'm kind of on it, you know what I'm saying, 5 days a week at this particular point, you know what I'm saying, trying to give it all to you. You know what I'm saying? Get we this is what we do, how we do it when we doing it. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got some every day. You know, OG Thursday, Sunday tomorrow. You know, Falcon Friday. You know what I'm saying on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's all love, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. You know, yeah. I don't know what to say about that one now. Now it's just, you know, y'all pray for him. You know, just pray for him.
What the hell did I do?
You know what I'm saying? You know, down there looking like a shady monkey nut.
See, here you go. See, here you
Oh,
go. See, look, your ass went off on me Saturday. You went off on me Sunday, and now all of a sudden you want to go.
I didn't go off. I told your ass to get out my damn lawn with that motherfucking Oklahoma ass bullshit.
And I still got my dresser.
Yeah, damn it. You know, you know, again, I'm gonna say it again, nigga. Do it in the SEC. I ain't a Michigan fan. I didn't care once away with it than a damn novel.
You watched the game, though, didn't you?
No, I was watching Ole Miss and Kentucky. I was watching Iowa and Iowa State. I was watching USC and what's it called?
Georgia Southern, yeah. Man, wasn't nobody watching that shit.
Okay. All I gotta say is Red River Showdown. I will be watching that shit. And I'm gonna
watch that either.
Oh, y'all play Texas?
Yeah, y'all play them too.
Yeah, of course we play them. We done beat them the last 3 times. We done saw them. You know what I mean? So it ain't no thing to us.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? That's our national championship game, not ours.
No, don't, damn it, OG.
Yeah. Make it to the bins. Make it to the bins at the end of the year. It ain't nothing else to say. Make it to the bins at the end of the year.
Then you can come talk.
Then you can talk that bullshit you trying to talk. Make it to the bins at the end of the year.
Close your mouth.
You get to the SEC championship game, you might have something to talk about.
Damn, you just jinxed it, bro. Because you fuck around we don't fuck around and make it to the damn bins.
That what you got to do to impress me. Y'all got one national championship in the last 30 years. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
I didn't even say nothing about that shit. All I said was the Red River Showdown. That's all I said.
Okay, all right.
Don't try to backtrack now. You know what? I see what he do. You see what he do, Sam?
Yeah.
He say some shit, and then he put on his skates.
You might get a little bit of my television time for that because that is an SEC game. You know what I'm saying? Now that y'all are in our conference. I mean, but you know, we done beat them the last 3 times. We done saw them. So I'm just, you know.
So let me ask you, OG, if we beat y'all, then what you don't say?
Excuse me?
You heard Oklahoma beat
y'all
Georgia.
Don't even play us.
You got to get to the bins to see.
I'm saying if we beat
you got to get to the bins to see.
If we beat y'all in the bins, what you don't say?
I don't want to hear that shit. Until y'all do it, I don't want to hear that shit.
I'm not going to make a predictory comment about something that ain't going to happen.
You never know. I'm just saying. You just never know.
Until y'all do it.
The SEC is the dog yard. Nigga, stop playing. Stop playing. You got to get to the bins, nigga, to be relevant in this conversation. You got to get to the bins.
It's amazing how we family on Sunday, but we disagree on Saturday. That's crazy.
You got to get to the bins.
Damn, please tell him we was doing this shit way before he was. Come on, bro.
Hey,
we fight all the fucking time about some newbies in the SEC. Nigga, get relevant.
Texas is too.
Get relevant.
Oh God.
Okay, get relevant. If they was in the national championship conversation last year, where was y'all at? All right, that part.
Okay, that part.
Yeah.
That last year, we got one.
Okay,
I'll leave that alone. No. Hell no.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Free sub chicken.
Yeah.
I don't eat subs no
Put that
Publix.
on everything.
I go to Subway.
They subs is bomb. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't eat them from there.
Yeah, man.
I'll take it
All
then.
right.
Fuck you.
Look, hey, man, we're gonna keep it dirty and non-Publix. Make your next choice your best choice. You know what I'm saying? Hey, for the OG, the franchise, and this busted can of biscuit down here, we'll holler at y'all.
All right, man. All right.